Enjoy the show. Play on my channel.
I don't think a colonoscopy is the way to go about getting a nickel out. Jon Stewart playing Jon Stewart? That just makes sense.
With no schmucklehead.
No schmuckleheads allowed. This fucking engine is goddamn unreal. I know that's why they made it the name, but holy fuck.
Oregon Trail. Everyone played. I played.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Everyone played that one in school.
You've got dysentery.
It's not good.
Projangers and wall hangers, we were just joking as you link your audio. We were just joking that, I'm sorry, you have to call him back, that Projangers and wall hangers, we do not allow sick time.
Why is that?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We're a small independent company, and, we're understaffed. So, unfortunately, this is how we start off the podcast with the first official write-up here. No sick time. Number 312, starting off with a cough.
On that note, fuck off.
It's good to have you here. Good to have you here.
Oh, we missed you, buddy.
And real quick, I just want to say, Connor is like, you sound like Darth Vader. So then I immediately go like, you do not understand the power of the dark side.
Hey, man, this is where you get a bunch of those like ad reads off of Google, and you just start recording like, like a Tide commercial, like
Coming through to a movie theater near you.
Yeah, like movie ad reads and different
Yeah.
shit, and you just pop that shit on Fiverr. Like, I was sick while recording this. Like, could you be sick doing this?
Now on Google, on that man's Google search history, hentai cephalopod porn.
It was the thumbnail that made me click it, not the title. But this is the 312th
That's what she said.
Projangers and Wall Hangers Media Network presentation of course, the Triforce podcast. Of course, I am your host, Matthew Bucrill, the Mat Man. And to my left in the Projanger box is one Christopher Bristow, the old man.
For a hot minute.
Maybe popping in is our Iron Kelly. I know he was trying to hop in here. And, of course, our omnipotent presence that is Big Brother Stephen Bucrill. And
I need to give a shout out real quick. My doctor, John, today, I saw him
Yeah.
telehealth. He works at Penn Medicine. Wonderful dude. Once he saw my setup in the background, he's just like, hey, you guys do a podcast. So hopefully he's watching. Thank you, Dr. John.
we always appreciate the views. We do have a viewer
And he
out
said
there
that
watching.
When life starts settling down, he might join in. So
Hey,
There
man,
you go.
always welcome. Love to have a doctor.
we
Because-
we accept everybody here, man. That's what we do.
That we do. And, of course, we may even have a doctor in the future because tonight, Obi-Wan's battle against sand, the doctor's dragon egg, an unreal train station, and so much more on the Triforce podcast. We want you to hop over to Projangers and Wall Hangers. Our website, pjnwh.com, where I will be popping up last week's Triforce podcast after this podcast, just ever so slightly behind because of Mother's Day and a whole bunch of stuff. We're coming back with strong lug nuts this Sunday. Yes. I'm going to be streaming on Walljanger Gaming on Sunday. We're going to get Big Brother back into that Elden Ring groove and getting everybody the content that you love. So,
Yep, Connor turned 6 yesterday, so you're
happy
right.
birthday to my
What do you
One
like to,
Punch buddy. Goddamn right.
Sky Zone yesterday.
Yeah. Amanda's
like,
watching. The cuckle
Not
she
in a
is.
creepy way, but in
my back is saying, "Oh no."
watch way.
Yeah. Oh, you start working out, and all of a sudden you think you're a young kid.
No, I just did it for him. Jump into the foam pit,
Okay. He
always
twisted
got-
your
you gotta have
arm
that
and
one.
forced you to jump into the foam pit. Is that what you're saying here right now?
Hey, withholding hands.
Hey, all right.
Holding hands.
Literally, that is the metaphorical little kid gun to your head. Holding hands
come
into
on,
the foam
Daddy.
pit.
Can you do this with me?
Yeah, you can't say no
All
to
right,
that
son, it's
face.
your birthday.
On his birthday, especially. Yeah, you can't say no to that face. You never had a chance, man. You never had a chance.
Yeah. I lost that battle walking in the door, man.
You did, man. But just such crazy shit. But I did absolutely want to give Connor a happy birthday shout out on the podcast today because May is a fucking podcast full of birthdays, especially Projanger wise. We have our Iron Kelly, who was yesterday, which we spoke last night. I had to one up you because you had these awesome happy birthday shout outs to Kelly. And I was like, how can I one up him?
Can you put that on there on the post? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
me and Kelly here, our cardboard Kelly, wished our Iron Kelly a very happy birthday because
for those of you,
he's
who
the
don't
light
know,
and glue of our podcast.
For those that you don't know, that are still tuning in, I posted in that happy birthday post the Cackle of Kelly's episode on YouTube, episode 146. So it is available on that post, and it will direct you to it.
I told the story to my new coworker, and I was showing Ultimate Walljanger Megan Kinney. I was showing her the picture of Kelly, and she was cracking up. So then I had to fill the new coworker into the story of gaining this cackle of Kelly's that we have. We only show this one because it's the best one, but we do need to get back to getting some more improved Kelly's. But I told her about the ride 3 blocks over here to where all of the neighbors had to decide that fucking moment to be outside or walking down the street and look at me like
an impending hurricane.
Fucking weirdo.
And you're the weirdo with
what
a cardboard
you doing,
cutout.
neighbor?
What a weird guy in a fedora with a bunch of cardboard cutouts of the same
What you
guy.
doing, don't you know?
You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I ain't gonna try that upper register. I sound like I smoked a pack of Virginia Slims.
You know what? You just go
You
for
know
the
what?
diner. The diner.
You know what?
Yeah.
Come here. My name's Betty. I like long walks in the park and fresh flowers.
You go for the old timer jokes and the diner waitress that smokes 2 packs of Virginia Slims a day, and you go for those jokes and you'll fucking kill. I'm telling you.
And we solve your we put on your wounds. We put iodine.
That old nurse, she's been there
Yeah.
forever. Like, I remember when you were 12.
Yeah, I remember when I was a boy.
We put iodine on your cuts. It made you grow hair on your chest.
I remember when I was in 2nd grade, for whatever reason, I swallowed a nickel, and the teacher just looks at me and she was like, "Go to the nurse." And the nurse, and then I go to the nurse, and the nurse is like, "What does she want me to do? What am I supposed? I'm not allowed to do that. This is a fucking elementary school."
All right, Doc, I'm going in.
Open your mouth. I'm going in.
It's either one way or the other, and I
No,
don't think
she's
you're-
going to get one of those grabber things.
I don't think she's qualified. I think she's
probably
qualified.
With the claws, you have to do that little thing and you have to maneuver it.
yeah.
It's like you're a fucking plumber snake.
Yeah. I got a plumber snake,
on
kid.
now.
Hold still.
I don't think a colonoscopy is the way to go about getting a nickel out because
No, you
I got to
can
tell
open
you, about a month right before the X-ray, best shit of my life.
Is he
To
a
this
good
day,
student or
best
bad
shit of my
student?
life.
All right,
Never
he's
a
bad
problem
student.
again after that.
Use the metal prongs.
As long as I get some sedation beforehand. A lot like most people will need before they hit that contact us button. Do you want to be an advertiser?
Yeah, I do.
It is
I
a
don't
possibility.
sound nothing, but I'd
Insert colonoscopy link here.
We have one company that absolutely loves our shit, A+ Catering and Events. We talk about them every single fucking week, and some of our most recent fucked up bad segments, they laughed, they loved,
love 'em.
they
I
enjoyed
love
it
the comments, man.
wholeheartedly.
It's great.
They're great people.
But,
We'll talk about them later.
I'm gonna go get some rest, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Put
Rest
on a
up.
stellar show.
Thank you for stopping by. You're always appreciated, buddy.
Love you guys.
Suck on a lozenge, man.
I
Have
have
some some tea.
I meant that as dirty as possible.
Chew on some ginger root.
It's Mega Man.
delicious.
She went from suck to blow.
Yes.
Title of the podcast. Thank you. And you're,
You're
now allowed
welcome,
to
sir.
leave.
Scene. Love you guys. See ya.
Yeah, man. Oh, God, that was awesome. So we go on to our first story, which, of course, Green Lantern Beware My Power trailer reveals Jon Stewart, voiced by Aldous Hodge.
Wouldn't it be funny if they got Jon Stewart?
To do Jon Stewart? That'd be
Voiced
so
by
fucking
Jon
good.
Stewart. That would be fantastic.
Oh, that'd be so great. There's a trailer below.
Why did we get Jon Stewart to do it? Well,
I mean, why not?
his name.
Is Jon Stewart playing Jon Stewart? That just makes sense. Like
Looks like
Jon
a
Stewart.
photo.
It's below that. These goddamn videos delaying, making me look like a fucking liar for a minute, you know?
Anyway, is there a trailer?
There is a trailer. So, and there's music on. But Warner Brothers just unveiled a new trailer for the newest edition of the DC animated universe, Green Lantern Beware My Power, which will focus on the discharged Marine Jon Stewart as he wrestles with the power and responsibility of legitimately suddenly becoming a Green Lantern. The animated film was announced in October 2021 during the DC Fandom alongside a slate of other films and will be released on 4K, Blu-ray, and digital on July 26th, 2022. So the trailer kicks off by showing John as he confusingly approaches Justice League members, where a mishap quickly unfolds and reveals John to be
That's simple.
in a Green Lantern
Guys,
suit.
he's right here. I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, boom.
Does it get any better?
The film includes heroes such as Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter, Vixen, Adam Strange, Not That Strange, and more. We then cut to John noticing a ship crash landing on Earth and only finding that it's one of the Guardians of the Universe, an alien race in charge of the Green Lantern Corps, who suddenly passes away after meeting Jon Stewart. The Guardian's ring rises, selects John as his new bearer because he possessed the singular will required. Trailer
Okay.
then reveals the film's main antagonist, Sinestro, of course.
Sinestro, of course.
Yeah, none other. We see Green Arrow and a whole bunch of different heroes here.
All about the green. We're having a Green Lantern movie. Who are we going to have? Add everyone who's green.
Also getting hints of previous Green Lantern Hal Jordan's death in this trailer as well.
Okay.
So Hal Jordan died, which in the comics he died. He became the Black Lantern. He came back, became a Green Lantern again. Like
He was a stripper for one point,
You know,
and a
death-
woman, but and they
death and
back.
occupation
They're
mean
still-
nothing in the DC universe. At least, for a
Okay.
Green Lantern, for Hal Jordan.
Or most
He's a-
superheroes.
They're open-minded.
Superman died. Batman was blind at one point.
They broke his back.
Yeah.
He died, I think, once or twice.
Couple
I know
times.
he died once with the Court of Owls, and that was a newer storyline. So he at least died, a couple times. People die, and then they come back to life. Jesus wasn't the only one, all right? DC Universe,
Yeah.
that was popular, It was like getting, selective surgery.
Okay.
Maybe not that frequent, but Green Lantern Beware My Power is set to release on 4K July 26, 2022. So definitely got to keep an eye out for this one. The animated universe in DC just knocks it out of the park every time. And actually getting that Jon Stewart origin, DC animated universe treatment, I think is needed because everybody just remembers him just popping up one day on the fucking Justice League, And it wasn't about Hal Jordan. It was about Jon Stewart. And then he became the most popular Green Lantern. And, there's definitely multiple different humans to where the rest of the galaxy's like, hey, why is there like 7 fucking human Green Lanterns over there? We got 1.
Because we're the shit.
It's like the Senate, Or not the Senate, the Congress.
Okay.
Because Senate's 2. The Congress, you could have California, then you could have Rhode Island.
Okay.
It varies how many senators you get. Well, representatives you get.
Is that just like?
It's just like the representation in this next story because it represents a little bit of hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi drops an official trailer below, as reported by Collider, as the other 2 previous stories. the trailer is the second that we have seen about the miniseries, which is set to debut May 27th, 2022 on Disney Plus in the United States. The show was originally set to premiere on the 25th, but the 25th being the 45th anniversary of the release of A New Hope, and continues to build the legacy upon the character's original storyline. Obi-Wan Kenobi would have had a star cast even if it stopped at Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. Luckily, the regular season cast is stacked with other talented cast members. Rupert Friend will be in all 6 episodes of the miniseries as the Grand Inquisitor. Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Pesci, I said that wrong, will be returning to the Star Wars universe to reprise their roles as Owen and Beru Lars.
Hey.
So they will be in all 6 episodes as well. Moses Ingram will be debuting as the new Inquisitor Reva, and will be joined by Sung Kang as the 5th brother, rounding out the most of the regulars of the Inquisitors this season. So Camilla Jamani, it should be mentioned that him, Simon Kessel, Benny Sandidi, Maya Erskine, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. are listed as season regulars, appearing in all 6 episodes in the miniseries as well. So they have kept a lot of roles very secret on this. Obi-Wan Kenobi is set, and I saw another article pretty much saying why this show is important, because
Obi-Wan is awesome.
there was a part in Return of the Jedi to where Vader is talking to Luke, and he has a little bit more insight into Obi-Wan's feelings on him turning into Sith and that whole process than it has been led on to that point, to where I feel like that's why. And they said there's a reason why we have it 10 years after the Return of the Revenge of the Sith, because it's right in between New Hope, Revenge of the Sith. This is the exact spot. It's the G spot in the Star Wars universe, to where you could have a really good, fully fleshed out Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Ewan McGregor has also teased a Fallen Order tie-in, to where maybe we see Cal.
That would be great.
I mean,
Yeah,
Cameron
that'd be
Moynihan,
great if he runs into him.
he would definitely be up for it. The guy's a nerd. He's a Star Wars fan. I know he'd be up for that shit. So maybe they're fucking Luke Skywalker in this shit, and they're keeping him secret for Obi-Wan Kenobi, to where that's where they fucking stick the finger up your butt in season 6. Or episode 6 of the season, rather. To where that's where we see Cal come in and fucking save Obi-Wan, and, and then he just goes about his merry fucking way.
Cal.
Because then that could lead into the next game.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's a fucking perfect tie-in for Star Wars. If they wanted, and they said they want to have some kind of interconnectivity between the games and the stories. So that would be a perfect fucking idea. Star Wars, call us. Disney, we're good. But awesome idea, just like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, it's coming out the 27th. We're seeing 2 of the fucking 6 episodes right off the bat. So it's going to be an enormous just kind of treat. So we'll see how it turns out.
Right.
A lot like this is the next story. House of Dragon. Latest trailer brings Westeros' most powerful houses together. So through House Targaryen will still hold much power in HBO's
How was that? It cut out.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, no, I was about to say, that's like a minute trailer. That's not, this ain't no teaser.
15 seconds, okay, now we're getting something.
The upcoming House of Dragon series.
Sorry, that's all I'm ever going to see.
Yeah, I know. He's
But you're
fucking
still
doctor.
an awesome actor.
Oh, he's amazing.
Not to take away from your...
And especially because he is, the infamous Targaryen that everybody knows as the Conqueror. So he is Papa Targaryen in this. The mythical, legendary Targaryen. What was it? What was that name of that one Targaryen? Aegon. He's Aegon the Conqueror. That's who he
Hey,
is.
there you go.
Fuck, man, I pulled that out of a nowhere memory. Anyway, I'm excited for this because, it's telling the story, the stories of Fire and Blood, which was a great little kind of almost like a History Channel kind of book, to where it's just kind of hitting those keynotes in history and the known, quotes of the era, and it going about how Westeros' history went real quickly in a nice summary.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good book. And this is just expanding on that, to where, I mean, when you've read the books and stuff, now having that short, brief synopsis, just knowing, like, fence posts where the story's going, and then having them having that creative freedom of, like, yeah, well, we're going to correct that in the back end, where they're just going to smear that guy's name, but he did this. There's a lot of really interesting stuff that you could do with that. King Viserys Targaryen, Princess Rhaena Targaryen, and Prince Daemon Targaryen. And they all came from, what was it, the fall of, I'm trying to pull way too much Game of Thrones knowledge out of my head after so long. Valyria. So they all came, it's, starting pretty much fall of Valyria. They're moving into Westeros, like, moving on up, no death touch. And they pretty much conquer everything, Fuck it, Targaryen ways. So it looks good just from the way it is. We don't have those two schmuckleheads running the show, so maybe we can actually get a good, coherent story that is going to fully please everybody this time.
With no schmuckleheads.
No schmuckleheads allowed. I need that on a T-shirt. But nothing says Targaryen like inbreeding. It creates the perfect opportunity for their convening rivals from houses Stark, Valerian, and Lannister to make plays for the Iron Throne and destroy the true source of the ruling family's might, their magic winged beasts, the dragons. More dragons. Especially that one, there's this one badass fucking dragon. Valeris, he's just like a fucking beast in the history in Westeros in that book. There's just, I can't wait till we just see like this fucking Godzilla ass fucking dragon out of nowhere. And then one Matt Smith's fucking riding that dragon. He ain't got to chase the dragon. He's riding that dragon. That's a different metaphor. But we're going to check out House of Dragon as it hits HBO Max on August 21st. We're also going to check out this next story because Westworld Season 4 has a new trailer and a June release date.
See? Polygon opens.
And then you want to...
Really?
Wow.
Fuck
Damn.
Polygon. I take that the fuck back. Fuck you. Fucking fucks.
Yeah.
I just want to full screen it.
We see Evan, Rachel Wood, Jeffrey Wright, Ed Harris, and Thawidi Newton, Tessa Thompson, Aaron Paul, and more will all be back for this new episodes of the 4th season of Westworld. It's starting to air on June 26th. Last season was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's really good
Oh,
show.
God damn, man.
If there wasn't so much good TV, I'd go back and watch them all. But
This is one of those shows that you go to HBO Max for, though.
Oh, yeah.
It has that kind of, remember the early days of Netflix where they first started producing their content and they didn't give a fuck? Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
It's that kind of content with fucking Westworld. A couple shows they have like that.
Last season, they were really starting to build outside the park. It was really, really good. And if you haven't seen it, now's the time to catch up.
Oh, man, because that's where humanity
You could
is
just,
going.
binge, up to season, what is it, 4?
Up to the end of season 3, yeah, because season 4, June 26th. I mean, last season's story, it took a bit of a detour from the park to focus more on the outside world, but I think that was the best choice for it because we already saw a little bit of they have like a whole bunch of kinks that you can go to, well parks that you can go to satisfy your kink, rather. And it was really nice seeing that, but now seeing the outside world and how that technology led to that being a place for you to go for entertainment, was really nice to see. So seeing we see the Man in Black again. We see a bunch of stuff in this trailer that just makes me believe they're just blending both, like all that shit together more and more, and I think we're really in for a treat this season because it just looks great. Oh, especially Tessa Thompson. She does such a good fucking job on that show.
Oh, yeah.
But somebody else who may be doing a good job, it's this next story, because not Doctor What, but Doctor Who. We have a new doctor among us. Ncuti Gatwa is set to star as the 14th Doctor.
Who's the writer?
The 14th season. Russell T. Davies is the showrunner.
He's the guy who did it before, he's from
Eccleston and David Tennant era.
All right, as long as the guy's going to get a chance. I don't think Jodie Whittaker was ever really given a chance.
That's
to,
the thing, man.
Show her, do the Doctor stuff. She was like, she's given a flat note.
It was.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't like
Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor did have the perfect volleyball setup.
Oh yeah, she was great.
To just be spiked down on that, but they just kind of waited too long, and
I don't know what they did. It just
it was like an uncoordinated nerdy kid trying to play volleyball. You don't know how the volleyball got into the 5th story balcony behind you, but it happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think, just a whole bunch of stories saying, the first Black Doctor. No, this is sex education star. And the woman from last season, she was actually the first Black Doctor. Let's not fucking go and do that goddamn game. She was the first one if you want to be goddamn technical, okay?
Although she could come after. No, she was definitely before.
She was before because of the Timeless Child arc. So, and then having Russell T. Davies, even if he sees it, even if we see it as having Russell T. Davies come in here like J.J. Abrams in, Star Wars 9, to where, all right, got to tie up all this loose ends and get shit moving. I think that Russell T. Davies is the right person to helm this ship, especially with a new Doctor. And this is going to be something that, to where, even if you know this actor, it's something that he's a fan. He's going to be putting his all into it. And when you have two fans of Russell T. Davies and Ncuti Gatwa as being, in this game, I think that we have a good, fresh start for Doctor Who. And I trust Russell T. Davies because you look at what he did with Christopher Eccleston's run on the Doctor Who series. It was one season, and it was fucking amazing. The same thing with David Tennant. They were shorter series to where David Tennant had, I think maybe you could consider it 3 seasons and movies, but
there was, I guess. 2-parters, they were kind of movies.
It wasn't necessarily a set companion. It was interesting. It was, this is the Doctor going through time, baby. Keep up or fucking stay back there. And that's where we got Jack Harkness, Rose Tyler, fucking Mickey, man.
Well, great.
Classic characters. And that's not to take away from Stephen Moffat, but Chris Chibnall really didn't do much. I mean, we haven't seen the pirate thing, but nothing fucking splashed out to me like those other seasons.
Yeah. The bootstrap one. Mm-hmm. That one. Seriously.
Oh, perfect.
Blew your freaking mind.
Yeah. There are certain Doctor Who episodes, and a lot of them, unfortunately, were just between Russell T. Davies and Stephen Moffat.
That other guy.
Chris Chibnall, I mean, I don't know what happened there. I would love a docuseries telling me how this didn't go, because they had all the right elements to success for this Doctor of Jodie Whittaker.
Yeah.
I mean, then you had the whole Captain Jack thing to where he kind of got Me Too'd, but it was like a weird thing and he got canceled and all this. I don't know. But I think there's a lot of weird different elements that came involved with us getting this fresh reboot,
Sure.
Acknowledging everything in the past, but moving forward in the true Doctor Who fashion with change and a good story, hopefully. So that's really the A+ idea that we need to take into account. A lot like this next story with A+ Catering and Events. You can find them at apluscaterers.com, and you hop over to the gallery. You're going to see all of their amazing dishes, as well as sample menus to where you can kind of get a flavor of what you're going to see at your next office party or event. They are highly skilled in the craftsmanship that is equal to deliciousness.
Apparently with individual syrup.
Yeah, man, that's
Request
the only way.
Syrup.
You inject the syrup into the fucking waffle, man?
No, I think you take it out and you squeeze it.
That's an individual. I thought it was like a fucking like IV drip of syrup.
Because there's all right, it's a waffle.
Like it had a heart monitor, an IV drip. That waffle's not looking good. He's going to go any day.
You pull it out and you just squirt it on.
Beep. You know what? That makes so much more sense. Because I see a bunch of those little things in all their pictures, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like a slow drip or?
You squirt
Yeah,
it.
a little squirtle all over your food.
The way I water the plants.
No, it's just a little squirtle all over your food. And of course, the most delicious delicatessens could be just a click away if you hop on over here to apluscaterers.com. And of course, type in keyword justice for 0% off. Something else that's going to be justified. That's our next story. Because it's not coming out on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, but it's coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and PC Master Race. Gotham Knights reveals a gameplay trailer with Red Nightwing. With Nightwing and the Red Hood, we will find below.
Cool.
I mean, it is like a 13-minute fucking trailer, but there's a lot of really good footage in it that you could kind of take away. And then you get
take away that ad box.
and then you just take away that ad box, and it's 100% better.
Gotham Knights.
So, first off, it has that Arkham Knight feel to the gameplay.
Yeah, Gotham's got to feel seedy somehow.
Yeah.
It's got to be like
Seattle.
There's crime happening here. I
Yeah,
can
Seattle.
smell it.
This is Seattle. That's essentially what it turned into. But in-game working footage,
That's some
which is still great. And then you see the light in the cathedral right here. Obviously, Batman's dead. We see our goons getting into no good. And then Nightwing. It's Gotham, man. Where the fuck are the police ever doing? They're just betting on the superheroes to goddamn do the work. Once the vigilantes took over, they're just like, you know what? Fuck you. You
what
do
we
it.
got here?
Uh-huh. Watch when he jumps off this little perch here. I got a jet glider. That is on every little boy's wish list right now. A little jet glider.
Yeah, that does look awesome.
Boom. You see what I'm saying? Just this one
this
battle
looks good.
scene where you have Nightwing jumping between two different enemies on opposite sides of the roof, fucking them both up, and his combat of that gymnastic, like aerobatical,
Yeah, he interacts with the enemies quite a bit different. Than
Red Hood jump.
Spider-Man.
You gotta give him some
What
way
the
of getting
hell is
around the
he,
city. I don't know if that's
the hell is
even
that?
comic canon, but he's stomping a dude's head on the ground, so that's Red Hood. He just curb stomped a dude from a fucking floating green lily pad. So, and then you have.
I don't know about that jumping ability there, but.
Okay, I'm
What do
going
we
to
got
just
here? Who's this
hop
guy,
away
Bane?
now.
Oh, he's the heavy.
Yeah, he's the heavy. And then Nightwing, boom, boom, bang, bang, with his collie sticks, just fucking teeing off on everybody. Where Nightwing seems like that really nice, kind of fun aerobatic, like acrobatic. That's the word I was thinking of.
Would you believe he
Kinda
grew
feel.
up in a circus?
Yeah, because he just let that guy fall off the fucking roof like his parents
No
fell.
Batman here.
And fucking Red Hood, he is just bang, 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 bang,
gravity,
bang,
I
bang,
said
bang,
hi.
bang. Fucking And the death toll in Gotham has raised since Red Hood's back. Like, gee, I wonder why. Meanwhile, he's like, damn, I went through another clip already, huh? Oh, well, Batman's paying for it. Took his credit card. But there's a lot of really good gameplay. Just even this right now is just enough to say that, you know, there's a lot of premise here. The graphics look good. The gameplay just looks like just that Arkham style. It reminds me of that, like that Arkham Origins, the Gotham Knights. And then we have my pet peeve of the video. You get the guy. I get it. You got to show the damage. You got to show him fucking up and getting damaged. How about you get the goddamn professional on the fucking sticks when you're showing me the first gameplay trailer? Like, I don't want you to. Like, I get it. You're going to have damage effects. We can just move on. Make it good. Like that right there, that's fucking badass. Even if it's just a little cutscene, you got fucking Red Hood being, well, bang, 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 bang. He's just a little bit flat, it looks like, when it comes to
unlimited ammo, huh?
Oh, yeah, of course. He's got Batman's credit card.
It's probably just for the demo. You will have a limited ammo. Your ammo will be limited.
Or it's like you'll have like the special bullets kind of thing.
Or it's like it's something you have to collect every Red Hood dildo or whatever he collects.
We're not going to just, I mean, maybe he collects dildos.
Whatever.
I don't know.
He hides them over the city because that's what superheroes do. They think the city is their place to hide everything. It's like, why are you always
You know what?
picking up
Spider-Man had like backpacks of shit all over the place.
Like, don't you ever go home, bro?
Oh, I got like clothes, a superhero getup,
Memories.
a cell phone,
I keep memories
money,
on his billboard.
passport. Like he has fucking Spider-Man go bags all over the city. Like is Spider-Man like in Witsack? Like what's going on here?
You know how you store stuff at the office?
Gotta have a grab bag.
Everywhere. His office is the city. This is a really long demo.
It is. It's like 13
city
minutes.
Interactive mechanics.
Oh yeah,
like
and then this is
a fast travel.
This is just Dick walking around his place. Yeah,
Not doing dick.
Not doing Dick at all. And then Court of Owls, our main baddies. We see Nightwing here, fucking him up, and the Labyrinth from the comics, which I'm totally down for a Court of Owls game. I mean, I've said this through like hundreds of podcasts right now, but
Mr. Bang Bang.
I still think Mr. Bang Bang is a little bit flat.
See, here,
you know, at least from this
11 in this case.
Like, I get his thing is guns. I'd like to at least let him pistol whip somebody as a There you go. All right.
Yeah.
He pistol whips. Never mind.
He's pistol whipping.
He's a pistol whipping motherfucker.
It was like,
ooh, the Talon. Yeah, that's a dead guy. They were just like, they juiced him up like on fucking superhero steroids and shit. He kills everybody who's the Court of Owls don't like. And of course, the court, you don't know who's on the court until you fucking kill him. And then you're like, nah, I knew that motherfucker's on the court. He had an owl mask. I mean, I know you're not going to have your owl mask in your front room, but like, I mean, some modern technology. You could see who has a motherfucking
he's
owl
not
mask.
dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Well, anyway, he will eventually kill him.
There we go. He killed him in the end.
There you go.
But we have a lot of really great footage in this trailer. It's 13 minutes. Feel free to go through and fucking enjoy all of it because it really looks like a really good game. I know I was holding out my hopes for like, man, you know, maybe this could be good. At least on my level, I will be enjoying this game when it does eventually launch. I believe they're shooting for a 2022 or early 2023 release date on this. But Gotham Knights, a game in the Batman universe with no Batman. I didn't think I would be as excited for after watching this trailer. Like, yeah, man, I'm fucking totally buying this.
Yeah,
I'm totally down. October 25th. That's when you'll find it on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, man. But if you like that story, drop your socks and grab your cocks because this next story is going to fuck your mind. Unreal 5 engine should never look this good. You're going to want to full screen this bitch.
No, it's Polygon. Oh.
Holy, that's That's not real, by the way. It is a real place to where this is a train station, Ichigo Daimon station in Japan. But the video you are watching, get rid of the projector box. The video you are watching right now is not a actual, like you are looking at me, video. This is all in-game Unreal 5 captured footage, and it was made by one motherfucking man.
Yeah, but you're doing objects.
Look at it, though, man. You
It
can't tell me
looks
that
good.
that is fucking creepy how on it is. Now, when they get to the night portion in like a couple seconds right here, after this part, they get to the night section, and it's off a bit on the actual, flashlight. But even right here, when you're inside, the viewpoint, how it looks differently from when he's outside, this fucking engine is goddamn unreal. I know that's why they made it the name, but holy fuck.
Yeah, it looks neat.
I had this video playing when I was at work.
Yeah, there
And
you
I
go.
asked some mechanics walking by. Like
There's
right
video
here.
Game night.
Right here is video game night. This is where, right here,
the flashlight. You
Exactly.
lost me with the
this
You
is
lost
where
me
they
with
lose
the-
you.
You lost me with the lights. No two lights.
But
are
dude,
really the same.
normal sunlight, they're a while out. They're a little bit. Not, I won't even say a while, but at least a little bit. And this is one game, not even like
Here looks
a
good.
team of people. This is like one guy doing this on Unreal. Everybody's fucking around with this thing. But as good as this looks, though, man, better during the day. I will say that. But at night,
It still
holy,
looks. Don't get me wrong.
It's
It
still
still
a-
looks really good.
a vast jump forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The stuff they're doing with the fucking, it's just studying light and how it affects the objects that you actually see and how you perceive it. And then they're doing all this fucking equations and shit with their computers. Not them. But they're doing all this shit. And now you have one guy able to just turn on the Unreal 5 engine and you can just fucking have a realistic horror game if you want to. Along the lines of like Rain or like fucking, what's that one?
The one with the
Dead Space.
not the one where your weapon was a flashlight. Go away, monster! I got a flashlight.
Alan Wake. And maybe Alan Wake would look better in that trailer for the Unreal. Because, dude, that daytime footage really fucking sold me of like, ooh, most of the games you play are set during the day, man. You guys got some time. You can work this shit out. You got that's fucking impressive. I mean, especially
That
since
just means I'm going to expect all that more.
oh yeah, man. You're like, the shadows are fucking glitching. Can't you get a shadow right, Bethesda? Like, oh, I'm so sorry that Mona Lisa looked a small pixel out. We apologize. Here's a free refund. That's going to be the future, maybe. Probably not. But in the future, you'll probably see this one, next story, as well as a bunch of other stories in the Gaming Hall of Fame, because we got the 2022 list, and Ocarina of Time headlines it.
Yeah, it was a classic game. It was great.
You still, as soon as you hear the name Ocarina of Time, you can still hear that intro music.
I still remember that dragon battle.
Oh,
You gotta smash it when it comes up the hole, like
Yes.
whack-a-mole.
yes, in the fire temple?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the fucking water temple to where you had to, literally, you had to have that, either the strategy guide or the fucking, go to the internet and print out,
The
print.
internet wasn't portable back then.
Get off the internet. I need to use the phone. That days, man. Those days. And, oh, it was so good. But we got a list. Tetris.
2022 includes 32 games.
So, Oregon Trail. We got Super Mario Brothers, Pac-Man being in there, World of Warcraft, Doom, Pong, Grand Theft Auto 3,
That was a classic.
Legend of Zelda.
Oregon Trail. Everyone played. I played.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Everyone played that one in school.
You've got dysentery.
What's that? It's not good.
Teacher, what's dysentery? You died. That's
The
all
Sims.
you died. You died. The
original.
Sims.
Oh, what a
Ah,
classic!
that was such a good fucking game, man. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Space Invaders.
Oh my God, what was it? You always told me that Dad was just like, he's always saying we gave too much. This coming from the guy who stayed up late playing Space Invaders all night. But it's a classic game, man. Those classic Donkey Kong, Street Fighter.
Halo Combat Evolved, Street Fighter 2, Donkey
you remember?
Kong, Pokemon? Not all of them.
You remember going
Just
over
Red and Green.
Bob Bucarell's house and then playing the fucking Atari in the bottom with Pitfall in the fucking basement. They had like Pitfall and a couple other of the Atari games.
Before
there.
you were around, I
So
had
awesome.
one of those.
I believe it.
Donkey
Minecraft.
Kong, Pokemon Red and Green.
Super Mario Kart was a great game. Even the original one
Yeah.
that came out, and the N64 was kind of like that pinnacle. And now we get like the the Wiiverse and all that shit that they're now doing with the Mario Kart, to where even everybody else is like starting to like put different pop culture characters on, golf cart or not golf carts, go karts, and fucking making that a game. But that's their thing, we don't
Tomb
kick shit.
Raider.
Amazing
The
game.
original Tomb Raider. It was
Action, adventure, puzzle. You had shooting. You had fucking to really use your brain to figure out the level. It was entertaining, and I really enjoyed that one.
Microsoft Solitaire. Okay. Minecraft.
Dude, who
Bejeweled.
hasn't played Solitaire?
was
That
good.
fucking you go to any computer and you could at least kill time playing Solitaire.
Yep. Animal Crossing, StarCraft,
Yeah.
Flight Simulator in all its 8-bit glory.
I remember that on the computer in the basement.
Yeah.
Pop on Flight Simulator, and it was fucking pixelated as shit. It looked like
Oh yeah. By today's
we have an
standards,
idea for a CGI scene. It was that bad.
Yeah, with he also had Wing Commander.
Yeah.
I did play Wing Commander a little bit. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing at that age.
No.
Mike, it's got a thing. I don't know what do I do? I don't know the buttons.
Sid
Look
Meier's.
look at when it came out. It was a new game when it was put on.
Yeah.
You had to put multiple discs in and like insert disc 2. How many discs are there for Windows? 84. Holy shit.
So
I'm going to be here all day.
you have Sid Meier's Civilization. That was a new
Oh,
one
yeah.
that was entered this year. Ms. Pac-Man finally got her due, as well as the Ocarina of Time.
Centipede.
And DDR itself, Dance Dance Revolution. No matter how you feel about that game, it deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for gaming.
Because that's how Gary Busey exercises.
I did not know that, but okay.
Yes.
I'll fucking
Let's
allow
all
it.
think
All
about
right.
Gary Busey for just one moment.
Just playing Dance Dance Revolution. I need that as a GIF.
I don't think he lets.
Can I
people
set my
watch.
alarm to a GIF of Gary Busey playing Dance Dance Revolution?
I'm sure there's one somewhere, but
Comment
What?
below. Comment below. Just send it to
or
me,
you can
okay?
just
Or right there. Contact the team.
us right here. No. Or you could just contact us right here if you have a GIF of Gary Busey dancing
Yeah.
in some way. That'd be great.
Yeah, but my end segment idea is essentially, what modern video game can you see being amongst that class of being the Hall of Fame model? Like, what modern game I would put in there off the top of my head? Fable.
Dark Souls.
Ooh, yes.
Dark Souls.
Now,
The
Dark
original,
Souls?
like Dark Souls, yeah. Not
Well,
Demon
technically-
Souls. Fuck that game.
I mean, a lot of people, that's where the Souls franchise started,
Yeah,
man.
all right. Put it in just as a posthumous mention or something. Fuck that game. Yeah, Dark Souls, you gotta have them, and the latest one is really good.
I can see Elden Ring, in the
Ooh.
future being admitted.
Oblivion.
Oh, dude, which one would you
Elder
if you had to pick
Scrolls-
one?
The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, because that really reignited the series. Everyone was like, "Oh, Bethesda,
Yeah.
they're gonna do it like." But it was really good, and
Well, I remember you
people's
playing
minds
Morrowind
away.
a lot more, a lot more than, or not Morrowind, Oblivion rather, a lot more than you played Morrowind. And
Yeah,
obviously
I didn't
Skyrim's
play
been
that
out
one.
for like fucking 50 years by now,
It's
so
the only
everybody's
game
played a
they're
lot of
ever
it.
gonna have ever. I think.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Skyrim in the future.
They just started one, so maybe in a decade or two, like the Grand Theft Auto games.
Exactly. 10, 20 years. Although there's a rumor that we're going to see a trailer soon, or an announcement trailer, to where you're just going to get
Not for that online.
some cheesy 80s music, flash of Miami Beach, maybe even just water with a logo. And then that's going to be the trailer that's going to be blowing up the fucking scene. Fucking time it right now at whatever the goddamn podcast is, and then you can say, yes, Matt, man, you were right. Because, I mean, announcement trailers are usually shit.
50 minutes, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So,
6,
we have our point.
7.
But another one I would really see in there is along that Dark Souls vein, but because of pop culture and how good of a fucking game it was, I could see the Fallen Order as well as the Old Republic MMO being in there, because the Old Republic, obviously, 10-year-old fucking game. They're increasing the graphics. They're still pumping out fucking content like it's goddamn candy. They're still invested as a BioWare game, and it's still fucking doing good. So I have to imagine the Old Republic being inducted into that Hall of Fame sometime.
Yeah, at some point. They'll get around to it when it's classic enough.
I mean, I could also see like some of the shooters like PUBG, Modern Warfare.
Yeah, a lot of stuff got
Some of those
first.
iconic shooters being in there. But
What?
PUBG, for what it was, and really, it made Battle Royale really popular. Because I say PUBG, I don't say PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That is the official title of the fucking game.
Right. Well,
but you know it is PUBG.
yeah,
So I could see that just
But
in
if
that
you put
revolutionary
PUBG in
status.
there, if you put PUBG in there's so many games that I think, how did that thing make it in here before that? Those all.
Well, yeah.
Insert game here, right over here at the contact us section.
Exactly. Let me know what goddamn game that we missed, because there's a lot of really
What
good
would
games.
you like to see added before PUBG?
Because I would tell you this, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, I would see on that list just from how good that fucking goddamn game is, and for how true it is to the story and everything like that, and just how great it is, how amazing the gameplay is and fun it is. The narrative is just some of the best comic material ever. I can really see a lot of comic book games like Batman Arkham Asylum. I could see that in the Hall of Fame. I could see a lot of stuff really getting solid grounds in the future, especially not just because of the graphical content, but the quality of the content, if I'm going to kind of, I guess, paraphrase Dr. King. Anyway, we'll end off with the thank yous with Mark Gervais, Moiselle Robinson, Tyler Coleman, Matthew Kennedy, and you, Loyal Walljanger, for liking, commenting, and overall supporting the podcast. And, of course, it is a long, drawn-out goodbye. I am your host, Matthew Bugrell, the Batman. We have Link Diablo, Hero of Time, as well as Big Brother Stephen Bugrell, producer. And until next time, we love you, we miss you, we want to see you next week. I gotta pee. We'll see you next week, gang. Bye-bye.
Play on Batangas. That was a good segue. Our Island Kelly.
George Perez, comic book artist legend, passed at the age of 67, man, really young.
It's a nice go.
He had his go in a lot of stuff like, X-Men, Avengers, also Wonder Woman, Batman, and big proponent of revitalizing the Justice League, Superman. Like, George Perez is just a comic book legend.
The Just Us League?
Yeah. And we lost him, man. So, George Perez, R.I.P., that's It's a big bucket to win, though, man. For 67, for you to be able to, pump out all this content that's now extremely popular.
I got it.
But, George Perez, he just had this art style. There's a bunch of different pictures below, too. Yeah, you got Beast jumping there.
Oh, okay.
And Stan the Man introducing him as their newest avenging member. Teen Titans, Wonder Woman, when they rebooted Wonder Woman. There you go. George Perez all over that, especially that extremely questionable.
That one there.
Not for odd finger placement, but
she's a slave or something. She's got captured. She has him right where she wants him, and she's about to lay the smackdown.
Fucking brass spiked knuckles, though.
Justice.
Justice.
Yeah, it's more like justice. Oops. That's what happens when you don't say justice.
I mean, Superman. So many different iconic splash pages that we've seen in a whole bunch of the nerdy media recently and everything that's been going on. Like from the CW-verse with the Crisis on Infinite Earths here, there were it was a different person dying. It wasn't Supergirl straight out of it. But there's different iconic pages that George Perez has made that are key moments in anything. Boom, Thanos right here, man, in Infinity Gauntlet. George Perez, we would not have Infinity War or Endgame without George Perez. Okay. His art stylings just influenced a lot of stuff in the MCU to where we've yet to see Mephisto. But Thanos, obviously, we have seen. And R.I.P. to a great man. This guy just had this fucking...
Whatever I'm picturing, it's not that.
No.
It's not that.
No. One thing that is...
It could be.
Amazing like this next story because Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness scores the largest domestic opening of 2022 box office.
That's what happens when you say you're going to release a movie and then you do it.
Yeah. For real.
There was a movie about this widow. She was, I don't remember. Then
a Russian.
If you released it,
a Russian spy widow.
This wouldn't be as popular if you said you're going to release it, and then you delayed it 4 years. We'd be like, "You're still here?"
Doctor Strange's sequel brought in over $200 million domestically.
That'll buy you some cupcakes.
Definitely buy you a new pair of sneakers, man. And we saw it. Nobody we got to worry about for fucking spoilers. So, I love Doctor Strange.
It was awesome.
It was an awesome movie. Now, I asked this question to everybody that has told me they watched Doctor Strange. And I said, now, were you
I have one comment.
blown away like you were when you saw Spider-Man No Way Home? Because No Way Home, after watching that was you're shook. You're like, that was the best fucking Spider-Man, maybe even Marvel movie I've ever fucking seen. I didn't get that feeling. But everything that I saw in it, and now even having this gestation period, there's a lot of stuff I fucking loved.
I like this one just as much as that one. This one was really good. I like Doctor Strange just as much as I like the Spider-Boy.
Okay. I mean, I like Spider-Man better, but then again, Spider-Man was out of Marvel, that was my hero I clung to because of the animated series. I loved that fucking show growing up. So I have that kind of, sentimental bond to it.
It's got multiple Doctor Stranges. It's got multiple.
The fucking
it's
Illuminati.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Or the Suicide Squad done right.
Who doesn't like string cheese?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Fucking, I asked my beer guy at Giant, I asked him, and I was like, hey, man, out of the Illuminati, who was your favorite death? And he was like, oh. Everybody gives me that grunt. Like, oh. One valet at my work, he did, and he was like, you know what, man? I got to go with Black Bolt.
Yeah.
The guy at my work is a Black Bolt, but also fucking Mr. Fantastic. I was like, man, the string cheese never looked so fucked up. It was so good though. And then I countered that with the one that really breaks your heart is Professor X.
Yeah,
You're like, no!
That's in a different universe, though. Yeah. He had to go to a different universe to see. So
Captain fucking Carter though getting cut in
different-
half.
yeah, that was. Ooh,
They were
that
just
one hurt.
That's where they
Her.
really fucking nailed that horror scene. And there was that one moment in the beginning, since we're jumping around, where she's outside of the Magic City in not Tibet. Because then you'd have a problem with the Chinese audience.
Yeah,
So
in
it was
Magic
totally not
City,
Tibet.
not
Maybe Nepal.
Tibet.
It was Nepal.
In fact, it doesn't say it on screen, but if you can imagine it, a city not Tibet.
Yeah, not Tibetan
not
city.
Tibet city.
It could have been an
In fact,
ancient
that's what they
Chinese
called
city.
it. It's not Tibet city.
Could have been an ancient Chinese city on a mountain. You didn't know?
I tell you, this is one thing that seriously annoyed me the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Why is his cape even? It's on one shoulder and then it's not on the other. Even that fucking thing out. What's wrong with you?
It's to do with the levitation, actually. You know, you end up spinning in a circle if the shoulders are even. So you got to have one a little bit more than the other. Yeah, no, that's stupid. I will agree with that. That's
annoyed me the whole
that is fucking stupid.
time. Like,
The fucking necromancy, though. Oh my fucking god! With the zombie strange.
I'm like, when he buried that guy, I'm like, we're gonna see him later.
But wait, there's more. You know, and then the fucking third eye at the end. I looked into it on my comic sites, and they're saying that in the original Doctor Strange material, what that was is his way of actually repelling the dark arts.
Oh, okay.
So I could see them eventually doing that with him, especially with Clea, the woman Charlize Theron from the old Old Guard on Netflix. She's on as Clea, as like a she's like she's related to Dormammu, but not a dick.
I got no idea who the hell you're talking.
Dormammu's the baddie from the first Doctor Strange. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And then he gets stuck in that fucking paradox loop.
The guy in the
alternate
Illuminati
dimension
guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Clea
Turns
at
out
the
that
end
guy's
of the movie, Clea, she ends up meeting Doctor Strange. He pops open his third eye. She's like, all right, we're ready. So I think the third Doctor Strange movie, we've got some even deeper magic. We're in like at least like chest deep magic waters here.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It's really looking good with Doctor
Get
Strange.
some,
And then you can still get him in the rest of the universe, like with Moon Knight. Because with the season finale of Moon Knight, just having Egyptian gods, Norse gods, like fucking Greek gods. There's fucking gods everywhere.
Okay.
Whole bunch of gods.
Cool. What's up?
Last one in the folder.
Like and subscribe below if you happen to think you are a god.
Yeah,
We'd love you to
have
listen.
Yeah.
Or if you're just someone who likes a song.
Or have you in the Zoom box. Not in studio. For security purposes, not in studio. But Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson let a little leak out here that Ahsoka Tano is starting pre-production. So at the very end of it, they have a picture of the chair that says Ahsoka. And I have seen it loads up in a sec. I think slightly above that. Or it doesn't. But there it is.
There.
So I've seen a meme, and
she a
it was this picture, and then below it was that screen right there, blown up, and then that one woman who's squinting and pointed over with the glasses, and she's looking at it. Where they're actually trying to see, like, hang on, where you at? What planet is that? Is that Tatooine? What are we doing there?
It looks like a Tatooine, like
or it could be like a space cloud with two suns. You know what I mean? There's
or
just
it
like
could be the inside of a ship.
exactly like,
Or it could be 3 screens displaying
Nothing to do with it at all.
Do with it in
Just to fucking troll people and be like, hang on, what is that? No,
What's that?
we have software.
You don't think someone over at the Mickey Mouse house said, "Hey, what's on in the screen in the background?
Nah, you're fine.
Is
You're
that
fine.
important?" No. Okay, then you can keep it. Like,
Yeah.
they got people for that.
You know, it's just like a fucking
Funketeers or whatever. The hell they call them.
background that you'll barely even notice. But I'm excited they're actually releasing, or they're starting pre-production on this because Ahsoka's going to be a really good show. You have the Burge Anger page right here, which means we're about ready to start the show because we want you to like and subscribe. Hit that like button, subscribe below. Right above my head over there is going to be the very best Purge Hangers and Wall Hangers video for you. And right above our cardboard Kelly will be every single Triforce podcast in a playlist. And, of course, the podcast doesn't end until we hear our main man, Connor.
Friends.
Bye-bye.
Friends.